Evening, everyone, and thank you to anyone who has been looking at the messages and remembered that we're starting early tonight. Excuse the slight change. You'll probably gather from the background and stuff. I've moved from the normal rocking chair and the laptop to basically sat on the floor with a fan and half a bottle of ice water because it's fucking hot in Leicester and I'm struggling. So, yeah, everyone is kind of at that point at the moment where they're traveling to all far-flung parts of the continent. No, I'm not smart, but because I've moved the laptop, I've left my microphone and my headphones and everything over there set up on the new one. So you've just got basic laptop tech tonight because it's too hot. Yeah, everyone's kind of enjoying life, going to far-flung parts of the continent, but the Super League needed to continue. And no one wanted to wait until July when Martin was back. So they needed somebody who almost certainly would have absolutely zero social life. And therefore, I am back in what is a kind of strange one, which we'll see in a moment, because we don't have all the fixtures in one go. We will play all the fixtures tonight, unless there's any sort of technical issue. But we've got 4 and then we've got 2. So we're going to have to click through days, and then we've got 1 all because of international call-ups. And it does mean, in fact, if I just load this up, it does mean, look, so we've got these 4. And then we click from Sunday to Wednesday to get Fulchester Santos. And then from Wednesday to Friday to get the other 2 games in. April Fool's Day, of course, as that would have been then. And what it does mean for these 4 teams is the next round of games would be just 2 days later. So they are going to be absolutely bollocks, the players, playing 48 hours later. So this is going to be fun. As I say, Martin's away until July. He's given me the save. And if you guys are up for it, and I suppose the way this has panned out does work, I will do tonight's show. I will then go on my holiday for a week. I fly back Thursday night. If you guys are happy with a quick turnaround, when I get home on Thursday, I will sort some packs out and we can do another round Saturday or Sunday and get the general league season. No, not double tonight. So I haven't got time. I've got a very, very early alarm in the morning. But yeah, we can do another one at the weekend, next weekend, Saturday or Sunday, and finish the league season. And that way, by the time the chairman's back, you are good to go in the playoffs. Hopefully that sounds okay. Yeah, Fyfie's at the wheel. At least for one night, maybe 2 if you guys agree that it's fine. by that point, hopefully, I will have set Champ up on the new, better laptop as well, and everything can be better. But let's do this, and let's just see what happens. I've been given various instructions about players that are away on international duty. As far as I know, the squads are all done, unless there's players that become unavailable in the in-between days. But let's just have some fun and see what happens. So I'm not going to do them in any particular order, I don't think. So we're going to start with Exile Stanley. Lots of unhappy players here, but this is exciting. I mean, I was looking at this just before we went live, and I can't remember it ever being like this. We're saying any 5 from 7 are going to get the queue still. You know, you're talking 3 points between 7th and 2nd with 2 games to go. Exile's certainly not out of it either on 36. Sancte may be a touch too far for them. But we'll see. And then at the bottom, I left it. It was quite tight. How is it? I mean, there's still just 4 points separating Vikings at the bottom from Stackington in 10th. Really, Sancte are the only club with nothing to play for, I would say, at this point, which is unbelievable. So this is going to be huge. And this is huge at both ends. So we've got Stanley fighting at the bottom, Exiles fighting at the top. This is the team that I've been given. They're still playing this sort of narrow with the players pushing wide. Some established Super Leaguers in there. Rossini can always be dangerous back as well. Nicky Butt is really the pride of this team, I would say. That defensive partnership does look strong, so they have the foundations there. Of course, this isn't the only live football tonight. I do have in the background the England-Spain under-21 game on Channel 4. If you want a much prettier host than me, then have that on in the background as well. And there is a panel there as well of Joe Cole and Jermaine Defoe if you want to listen to them talk about football. But this should be much better. Ronaldo on the bench should make an impact, I would suggest. As for Exiles, obviously a team very close to my heart, but far flung, as I said last time I was on. Yeah, sorry, Steve. The 5 past 4 alarm is just not going to allow me to do a double week. Especially, it would be unfair with half the managers not able to attend, as I'm doing this one earlier anyway. So yeah, there's so much against doing a double round. But hey, there's next weekend if you guys want it. Anyway, Richard Wright continues in goal. Nesta, obviously one of the greats of the Super League, one of the greats of sort of more modern football, I would suggest. Zé Roberto will do damage. Raul and Cassano in support of Vieri. This reeks of an Exiles win for me if you're doing it on paper, but as we all know, football is not played on paper. And for a rarity, after the last time I was on, we don't start with a ghost game. Throw me some predictions in, please, boys. I say boys because you're the ones that have commented. If there are any ladies watching in the background, you're welcome to comment as well. Yeah, let's get some predictions in. Chat to me because I'm currently, I was telling Smuts, I've literally just today started chatting to a random woman who I don't know via one of those generic apps. And it's very dead. So I could do with seeing if my chat with guys is better and I can get more than one-word answers. Let's kick this one off and see what happens as Exiles searching for the playoffs, host Stanley hoping not to finish bottom. Lots of purple and pink text early doors. And there is Duff to score on 27 minutes, give the home side the lead. There's a red card for Chaos by name, Chaos by nature. Again, I'm going to pretty much zoom through these because most of the managers aren't here, and I'm just going to do that. We've got prediction of 2-1 Sancte Exiles win, from Sancte. Yeah, I'm just going to do that and resume the game. I didn't see Mike, I don't think, in the chat yet, so I think he did message actually to say. I suppose I should get my phone. It is 2-0, despite only having 10 men. So I can check messages. Alex now predicting 3-4. And that is half time. Let me just get the Super League X account up in case I'm missing anything. No, nothing there at all. So no issues. Half time then in this game. Let's have a quick look at the match stats, and it is as sort of suggested by the text. It's very Exiles heavy. They are the dominant side. They are doing everything they need to do at this point. No instructions, as I've seen from either manager, to do anything in any given situation. So we will just sort of fly through the stats. So when they watch it back, they can. I'd love you. The two managers. Do you know what, guys? As you're both here, I will try, because yours is in this list of 4, isn't it? I will try and get yours on next, because I know Smuts is dehydrated and burnt after the wedding he was at today. That is horrific viewing if you are if you support the Stanley faithful. Nobody above a 6, a couple of 5s in there, absolutely rancid. Let's resume the action then, in the absence of either manager in the chat. Again, I will just stop it on the hour, so when they watch it back, they can see what's happening. But having not received any message from either manager, I will just I will continue fairly quickly on. And there's 3. It's Cordoba, who is first of the season, and nearly a reply. Looking very good, 3-0 up. Strong latest Cassano. Maybe the letdown here on a 6. Conditional wise at this point, unlike me, who is clearly melting, they are not breaking a sweat. For Mike, Marcos dropping to a 4, not what you want to see. Gary Neville still on 5. We do have, though, Jeff Whitley and Nicky Butt raising their games to a 7. And here's the conditions for them. So we resume with half an hour to play. Exiles pretty much got this sewn up, and this instantly puts the pressure on. Oh, Marcos has been sent off as well. This one I have to do something about. So what are we looking at here? Where are they on the list? C-Max 7, back 6. And so I know he likes Jordic. I prefer back, so I'm going to do this. There we go. Oh, it wasn't even a penalty. He was just sent off. Gary Neville's the latest to go in the book. It's 10v10 now. Stanley actually looked better with 10 men. I suppose Exiles would have taken their foot off the gas as well. As I say, that Raul denied a great goal. And there is 4, and it's Duff with his second on 90 minutes. Are they going to make it 5? No. But 4-0 win, despite being down to 10 men for over an hour. Dominant as you like for this Exiles team. Not what the playoff chasing managers will want to have seen, exactly what those at the bottom of the table will have wanted to see. Zé Roberto gets man of the match, 10 out of 10 performance, but you've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 other players there rating a 9 as well. As for Stanley, Marcos' red card season dropped down to a 3. It was just horrible stuff for Stanley today. Really bad day at the office. Yes, this is one we want. So we've got Foss Road. They travel to Dudley Hill. So let's have a look what that's done. Exiles will now move up to 39. They are level with Foss. They are now a point ahead of Dudley. So this is huge for both of these teams. It is 5th versus 6th, and with just 2 games to go, including this one, neither side can afford to lose. This is how Foss Road line up, and they are littered, absolutely littered with Super League talent here. That spine of Keane, Totti, Kuehl and Crespo, as good as you will see anywhere. Cole the Maverick, will he turn up today or not? No, I can't save it till last week. There's only 4 games. And then we've got to click through the days. Zayas and Gerard. Last time I was on, Keane got sent off for what I understand to be about the 5th time this season. But this centre-back partnership, again, very good. As for Dudley Hill, they're without the suspended, hopefully folk turn off. They're without the suspended Maldini. Sand still injured as well. They line up like this. Again, another tried and tested Super League squad. Are we doing all the fixtures tonight or just the 4? So ask Scott. No, we're going to do them all. We're going to click through. And basically, I'm guessing you possibly missed the start, Scott. But what happens tonight is we're going to do these 4. We're going to carry on clicking through the days to do this 1. And then we're going to click through and do these 2. And then that's where I'll cut it. I'll go away for my holiday, fly back Thursday and do packs. And if you're all up for it, I will then do this run of 7 games to finish the season next weekend, Saturday or Sunday, depending on how quick you could all get your team news in. And we'll finish the season so that by the time Martin comes back, he's ready to do the playoffs. That's my plan anyway, if everyone's up for it. I would love to do it all. I know Smuts and Steve have said about a double game week, but my alarm is set for 4:05 in the morning. So that's why I'm kicking this one off early so I can get to bed. Smuz says, I'm not falling asleep to my side. I best get us done early. And Steve says, what about the week after? No, Steve. Fuck off. You host it. You take the save. Where was I? Yes, the Dudley Hill team. Again, absolute quality running throughout it. I would argue defensively, sort of up to this point, Foss Road looks stronger. But here, it's as good, if not better, you know, depending on who's on their game, because this is outrageously good, again, on paper. Steve, did you want a particular captain? Normally, from memory, you just let me click through, but as you're there, I'll give you 20 seconds while I grab my iced water. Has anyone been watching the under-21s? I know England sort of stuttered into is it second round or quarterfinals? Spain tonight, 8 o'clock kickoff. Right, let's just go. Vogel's going to wear the armband. This, by the way, I think I've said this before, but this is fucking atrocious. This fucking green on green. And just for that, I'm hoping Dudley Hill win. Let's go. For legal reasons, I'm not allowed to watch what the under-21s fucking Euros. Nicky Ferenko gives Dudley Hill the lead. And Hedman is injured, so no need to ask. Abiati is coming on for his 5th appearance of the season. Alex says no, he's not. He's currently driving around in the car trying to get the boys to sleep. Steve is very concerned that his number 1 is injured. 4 minutes being added on to the first half. Are they going to double their lead before the break? Oh, we got another injury. Oh, it's another big injury as well, Zambrotta. I would hazard a guess that Kuhl is going to go down here, and then Saviola is going to go in there, but I'll let Smuts confirm that one. That would be my guess. But that is 2 massive injuries, not just in this game, but we're looking ahead to next weekend as well. Peruzzi. What, a right wing? I was close. Smuts is doing a madness. So Kuhl back to MC, Totti out to the way up wide, but I did get Saviola correct. Hopefully, I have moved it. Let me know if it's distracting. You shouldn't really hear my fan, but if you do, let me know. Half-time, it is 1-0 to the home side. Not much by the way of action, as you'd expect from such a nervy game. Dudley Hill scoring with their only shot on target. Foss have had 1 less attempt, but the same amount on target. Looking at the ratings, Simic on a 6, as is Mackay, Nedved, Gattuso, and Sigalko. So there's a lot further going forward that Dudley Hill could improve on. Harry Ferguson on the bench, Luca Toni on the bench. There are options there. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Yes, you can't really see it. I'm wearing the old school Devils Away shirt tonight, and that is the one that I've got Ferguson on the back of. Whether that's going to be a prerequisite for Steve to bring him on just because I'm wearing his shirt, But Smuts is going as it is. Stee is happy to roll, so we will carry on. See if Barry comes on after an hour. Nearly an instant goal for Foss Road. Free kick now to the home side. Foss have started the second half, arguably the stronger, but there's Roy Mackay. Totti getting involved now as we creep closer towards the hour mark. 59 now on the clock. Cafu. And there's another injury, and it's come at the hour point. So we will do both teams here. Gerard it is this time. Wow, Foss Road are being absolutely dismantled by Dudley Hill today. There's the rest of your conditions as well. I'm not entirely sure what Smuts does here. Perhaps he just moves Keed over and makes a tactical change. He needs to chase it. Does he go 2 up top? Does Trezeguet come on and go 2 up top with Saviola in behind? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This is why Smuts has paid the big money, and I'm just here covering when Martin's off doing things a lot more interesting. Stee again, shouting for Peruzzi to come on. Jermaine Defoe, fresh off his goal at Soccer Aid, where he was outshone by Carlos Tevez, who scored something like a 12-minute hat-trick. He also took a chunk out of Angry Ginger's shin as well. If you haven't seen it, it's fucking nasty. While we wait for Smuts, I should shout out again. I know you're all aware by now, but he is doing remarkably well on his walking challenge. I know he's now under an average of 2 miles a day required to complete it by the end of the month. And rest assured, whatever is needed next Sunday, I will be doing with him, because we're meeting up with Alex as well, actually, to go and watch the Lionesses against Jamaica at the King Power. So I will make sure he completes it. Thank you to anyone who has managed to donate to him. Anything you are able to spare. If you haven't yet, but you're able to in the next week or so, I know he and the charity would very much appreciate it. What else is going on? Also, while I've hijacked these social media channels, I have shared some full stuff onto the Super League page. Feel free to get involved if you want. I'm just trying to, while there's none of the normal domestic football on, just have a bit of fun here and there. So please do get involved with that as well. I would appreciate it. If anyone else is doing anything charitable, let me know, and I will get that shared, not just on Super League, but through Fools as well. I like to share where I can. Smuts, hurry the fuck up, man. You're happy to reply to that bit, but we're sat here waiting for you. Have I not seen your message? No, unless you've actually messaged me. No message has come up. The only one from you was as is, and then 45 miles of the 60 down. That's why I'm just sat here fucking filling. Doing a race again. I never got to finish the last one, did I? With a few things that went on health wise. But if people are up for it, I could put together another race. WhatsApping is cheating. I would agree, and I would call him out if that's what he'd done. What else we got going on? Fyfie, your lad looked class for his prime. He did. He is probably adopted, because he's got far too much character and charisma. I would never have pulled off, and style, his own style as well. I mean, I didn't even go to prom, but I would never have pulled off what he did last night. Sensational. Here we go. Right, they're coming through now. Centralized DMs without the arrows. No problem. Trezeguet up top, the right of Crespo. So basically what I said. I could just fucking manage your team for you, Smuts, it'd be quicker. Massively just do one for me. Oh, race. I was wondering what I was doing for you. Sorry, Steve. I could put a race together if you want. Right, that smut's done. Steve, it's your turn. Let's see if we can do this one a bit quicker. We fucking flew through the first game and spent a fucking eternity on this one. So here's how your side are looking up. Today my lad's nearly the same size as me. Yeah, but you've been telling me your lad's about the same size as you for about 6 years, Steve. I mean, I just get the impression you're not the biggest guy in the world. You're still very much in love, though, Steve. That's the main thing. Smuts has also now sent me a screenshot of his instructions. Stop fucking WhatsApping me. That's cheating. Right, here we go. He's doing it for the culture. He's doing it for the shirt. Baz Ferguson for Roy and swap with Nedved. So we're going like this, and then like this with the trusty diag on. Barry Ferguson in nets. Is that it for you, Steve? I would say if Ferguson scores here, the shirt comes off, but nobody wants to see that. However, because I'm sat on the floor, you can only really see my shoulders, so I might just about get away with it. And I know from many years of doing this that we don't get paid, so it's not like we can get And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I've bought myself a new laptop, and I need to get Champa on it, because this one keeps overheating and turning off. Fear not, it's all still there. Wait, let's see what I missed in the chat. Loves a diag, does Baz, he does indeed. Yeah, fucking off he does. We've crashed, says Smuts. Have to start the game again. Steve, don't worry, mate. Fyfie, come back. Here I am. Don't worry if it happens again as well. This is why I got a new one. It kept doing it while I've been live streaming my full stuff, so I've had to splash out a few £100 on a new laptop. But I just haven't had. I just haven't got Champ on there yet. Yes, lovely indeed. Smuts just driven to his house to control of delete. Right, let's carry on. This is Smuts' fault, really. We would have finished this game if he wasn't pissing about with his instructions. Right, half an hour to go. 1-0 to the home team. Lots of injuries. What's going to happen next? And Crespo scores! Reset for the culture. Oh, this is early, innit, says Tato. Evening, mate. Oh. I'm all for it. Good. I hope I don't have to explain the plans all over again, though, Tato, and you'll just go back to the beginning and watch it. Just hadn't seen the message. No worries. I know that everyone's really busy and doesn't always look in the look on their Twitter DMs all the time, or X DMs, I should say, all the time. Are we going to get late drama in this massive, massive game? Sigalko, Carlos, still Carlos, and still Carlos, and still Carlos. Ferguson! Oh, could you imagine after all that? Nicky Franco! It's a goal kick. Hoffland. Are we getting Ferguson? Nicky Franco? Sigalko! And it ends 1 apiece. The shirt was nearly off. We were going to get demonetized. But Barry didn't score off the bench. An entertaining game ends 1 apiece, just as the England and Spain under-21s finish their national anthems and prepare to kick off their, I think it's quarterfinals. I don't think it's the second round. I think it's quarterfinals. Sigalko 5 is horrific viewing. Zayaleus picking up man of the match for his performance, one of my all-time favourite DMs. Steve says fucking joke battered them at the end. The stats don't say it. Played Carl, who just replies with as expected. Played Steve. That has done everyone a favour, and we wow, I didn't check the goal difference to see, but we now know that Foss remain 1 ahead of Exiles, but Dudley are on the same points. Where are we going next? Oh, well timed, Tato. We're going to Badgers Stackington, so another game with implications at both ends of the pitch. What have we got here? Toldo will capture the side, which has a fantastic looking centre-back partnership in front. Wide is quality as well. Up top is very Tato. For me personally, I'm not massive fan of the DM3. Zanetti's still there. So after all the controversy and moaning and bitching, he's still fucking there doing a job. Scally, Rayard and Souza is the most Tato-looking bench in history. Let's have a look at Stackington, who line up as thus. This is Alex's team. Given remains in goal, best keeper that he's got in terms of ratings-wise. Finnan and Koku offer the width of Tudor and Yakuba in the middle. Nakata and Rivaldo, well, kind of running a train on each other through the middle of the pitch. Defoe partners in Zaghi. Eto on the bench could have a big say in this game. Predictions again then, please, everyone, as we fire off game number 3 of the evening. And there's early pressure from the Badgers. They know what's happening behind them now in the league, and it is all on them, basically, just to take advantage of what has happened. He does say, however, I can see in the chat, Tato, take a draw here as well, especially after last week. I did see some conversations through the last week. Well, I don't know exactly how many days, but a lot of people are rooting for Stackington here to pull off the result. But there is Collins doing what he does, half an hour played. But it's one apiece. It's Inzaghi, who is 5th of the season. The man who was infamously, oh, that's a penalty. That is a penalty all day long. Surely he's given that as a penalty. I've looked up. I don't know if he has given it. Spain should have a penalty. Spain do have a penalty against England. Blatant handball by the centre-back. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't even know why VAR are looking at this. It's the most obvious penalty in the history of ever. Alex going as is without even seeing his stats. Oh, Steve, that is a terrible take. He didn't pull his arm away. He put his arm out. No, Steve. No. Oh, dear. Got you on mute here, by the way, Fyfie. No worries. Still do bedtime, as is for me, though. No worries. We will just click through. That is a blatant penalty. England have got away with murder if they don't give this. And absolutely fuck all happened, and we get to 60. Why are they still looking at it? I'm fucking English, and no way. Oh, they're sending him to the fucking monitor. Tato knows better than that, Smarts. If you use just about any other term, then he might have believed you, but he knows that I definitely wouldn't say it live, and I don't say it generally. Stackington, who are already reacting. A Stonewall penalty. I'm English and I'm telling you it's a penalty. Why are you looking at the monitor? I'll go back to you in just a second. Tato's asking for ratings. Conditions are relevant. I know, but it's still fair to do it. He's not given the penalty. Fuck me, England have got away with murder. Absolute murder. I don't know how he's not given that. That's outrageous. Oh, if I'm Spanish, I am fucking livid. If that's the other way round, shit is being thrown across my living room, I'm telling you. What are we doing? I need to pay attention. Etu for Nakata. You're always telling me that you'd give your right arm for the... Okay, yeah, that sounds like me. Steve, that's outrageous. I don't know how this has happened. Why is one of the England boys wearing a Bane mask? Woke behaviour. That's the era we live in. Right, Alex hasn't asked for anything else. Let's go back to Badgers, who can see his ratings. And while Tato's doing that, I'm just going to go into the Fools WhatsApp chat. England have got away with absolute fucking murder there. That was the most blatant penalty I've ever seen. Roberts off for Souza. Could be multitasking like a modern man. Why can't I see Roberts? There he is. And that'll do. No worries, Tato. See how these changes affect things. Samuel Eto'o in centre midfield is an interesting choice. It should have finished it there as well. Inzaghi's looking busy. Free kick to the home side. Henry, Collins. Into the final 10. Mendieta, fit in with a strong challenge. Souza picks it up. It's on the wing. Di Biagio puts it wide with a header. 5 minutes to play plus stoppage time. The home side looking the more likely at the moment. Can Stackington just put that spanner in the works? Is the pressure building? Oh, Rivaldo! And it's Rivaldo again. Shoots from distance. Toldo with a save. Clube saves him from the parry. Stackington have been impressive here, I must say. And deservedly get a point. One apiece again. Badgers do not capitalise on what is happening. Tato asking, oof, is a draw enough? Who knows? Dudda's up last game. Yeah, they were discussing that before you joined us, Tato. Steve thinks the dream for him might be over. Di Biagio is with that man of the match performance. Just keeping up with all the comments in the chat here. Wonder if I qualify this game week. Congratulations to both sides on a good game. And the final game of this four, it's the massive game at the top of the table. It's already qualified East Coast playing Haggis. The home side and table toppers line up like this. Reyes supporting Constantino, Robin and Casterman out wide. Kvelchuk, Decor and Emerson is the DM line. Barthez is supported by Taram and Rustica. As for Haggis, they are without Samau and Montella, so they line up as follows. Their traditional formation, Pelizzoli has Samuel and Cannavaro, probably the best centre-back partnership available in front of him. Petkov, Jeremy's inside in front, then Khan Baumer off of the whip, Figo supporting Madeira and Anelka. Predictions, please, in the chat as we kick off game number 4. The top of the table clash. Just seeing if my laptop survives. Another injury and another big injury. It is Figo. I don't think I've got any Haggis instructions. I will double check. Aidan's made it to his hotel in Menorca. Haggis. No specific instructions. I've not seen Ian in the chat, so this comes down to me. Yeah, fuck it, that'll do. As we resume the action. Oh my God, England are winning. They're now winning. They've scored from a corner. Absolute shithouse from the Three Lions. England are winning 1-0 after getting away with the most blatant penalty in the history of ever. They are now winning 1-0 against Spain. The Spanish are absolutely fucking furious. Absolutely furious. In this game, however, at halftime, it is 0-0. And similar to what we were saying in the earlier game with Foss and Dudley, perhaps nerves taking over because not much going on. Oh, Dimble's here. Hello, mate. You all right? It's gone as is already. Dimble, you looking forward to another season of League Two football? There is the Haggis data for whenever Ian watches this back. As we resume the action. And another team getting absolutely demolished in terms of injuries. At least it's another straight swap for me. Ibrahim Saeed, the latest player to pick up an injury. And now we reach the hour mark. Does Dimble want to make any changes? Decor, the only player in the book. Everyone on a 7, apart from Decor and Rustica. Condition-wise, most people above 90. It's the attacking players, but nobody below 85. 41 will not be enough, I don't believe, Tato. No, you will not get a Q tonight. Just doing the quick maths in my head, seeing your comment. While Dimble decides, just a little look at what Haggis are doing. It doesn't look as good as what we saw from the home side, but they are hanging in there. I'm trying to think whether a point for Haggis tonight is enough. Try and do the quick maths on that. So we have got another one of Fyfie's favourites. Eric Addo coming on for Decor and Sokoviak Castro. No worries at all, sir. Half an hour to play, still 0-0. I think the answer is yes. A point is enough for Haggis to get their cue. They want a penalty, it's not given. Four minutes being added on. Prior to going live, I was also watching the movie The Blind Side. I've never seen it the whole way through, but it's supposed to be a really good film. Has anyone else seen it? Last chance, maybe here for Haggis. Although the home side, are they going to steal it in injury time? It's a yellow card. Free kick to Coast. Addo, Robin. Still Robin. That's all I'm going to say. Final whistle. And I believe that's Haggis qualified. Congratulations to them in a game that really didn't offer much for the fans. Blindside is class, it's nuts. Yeah, I kind of know the story, but I've never watched the whole film. So I didn't get much into it before we went live because I started it late. But Sandra Bullock's just taken the lad in and they've had Thanksgiving dinner together. Here are the ratings for Dimble. Subs did have a bit of an impact, but solid. And I suppose the job's done. Ugh, Stephen. I think that's the only time in the whole time I've known you that you've called me Stephen. As for Haggis, when Ian watches this back, I presume he watches this back. Keep him man of the match. I presume all managers that miss the live shows do watch it back to see how their side got on and don't just move on with the pack and to hell with the consequences. That's what I'd like to think as a former chairman anyway. So that concludes those 4. We will continue on, but this is how the league looks. Haggis haven't got their cue yet because of the games in hand situation, I presume. Appreciate. Oh, it's 2-0 England. It's 2-0 England. Yeah, it's presumably Harvey Elliott. I couldn't see who it was that was wheeling away celebrating. England are 2-0 up against Spain. Who the fuck's all this coming? Carsley in. Get Tuchel out, put Carsley back in. Yes, it is Elliott celebrating. I think he's got both goals tonight. Lovely stuff for England. So yeah, Tato, again, you were one who I think missed the start. All being well, I will put packs out when I fly back Thursday night, and we'll do another show next weekend. But you're very welcome. So we're going to continue clicking through. Nope. Oh, fuck off. Hang on. I need to do something here. Let me just take that down while I do this. What's the other thing I need to click through? $43 will do it. Oh, what did I get rid of last time to keep going? 1 second, boys. Again, won't have these issues on the new laptop. Let me just minimize this down as well. Screen's possibly going to go dark for a second. Right, I'm going to need 5 minutes just to sort this, boys. So I'll end this stream and I will put a new one up in 5 minutes so we can finish the rest of the fixtures. I will, like I say, keep an eye on YouTube. I'll be back in 5 minutes.